Demolition, and there's that right hand. They're duking it out, not by the right hand. Takayama.
Green trunks for the southpaw, the notorious Conor McGregor. Black trunks for the champion, Jose Aldo Jr. Conor relaxed, smiling. Oh!
Nate Diaz, you just shook up the world. How's that feel? Hey, I'm not surprised.
Welcome to this week's episode of Chingassos Combat Crew, your one-stop shop for all your combat news. Thank you all for tuning in to this week's show. How's the whole crew doing out there in podcast land? We hope you had a kick-ass week and you're ready to slay this week. I got Fonzo joining me here. Fonzo, we got to bring tons of combat news to the gente out there. How you doing, my friend? Mental health check-in before we start. How was your weekend?
Things were good, man. Although, you know what? This card, man, some of these things that happened, this last card, I'm like, man, a little disappointed. You know, obviously my parlay picks weren't all hidden. So, you know, it's a mixed bag, but had some good fights. So can't say I'm doing bad.
Yeah, I went 4-2 in my parlay over the weekend. The last two were the co-main and main event. We'll get into it in just a bit, though, my brother. You ready to get into this week's combat news?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's freaking do this, man. All right, let's kick it off. We know how we like to do. Start off on a light foot with some really good news. And this is surprising, dude. Surprising good news. Actually, second surprising news. Check this clip out. I saw this on Friday afternoon, and this is a throwback. I'm an old school SportsCenter dude, and I remember SportsCenter used to make the best commercials for SportsCenter, and here's a new one that I had not seen. Check it out, bro. Super short and sweet.
Let's do this. You're going to have a great day. You're going to have a good day. Let's crush it. You're going to be super productive. You got this, champ. You got this, Brandon.
So back in the day, SportsCenter would do these random old commercials where they would bring athletes out from like football or baseball, or basketball, and they would bring them into the studio and they would be like LeBron James, but as LeBron James is working as a sports reporter. So he'd have like a giant throne and his championship rings all on the desk. It's pretty crazy, man. All right, I got another good one, though. Check this out. This is good news all the way down from Mexico City. And we usually don't get good news from Uncle Dana. But check out this clip. What do you think about this? Good news, bad news?
No, that's fucking great news, man.
It's great news, man. I heard him give an interview and he said that it's going to be open to anybody, dude. I didn't hear him mention that he was going to be charging, but he was saying something along the lines of this is going to be a martial arts studio for the kids of the community to come in and train. And if they become fighters, great. And if not, they're still coming in. They're getting off the streets. They're doing something positive, mentally, physically, possibly even spiritually, making connections, and then going on and becoming, going on out into their community and doing good things. What do you think, dude?
No, I think it's great, man. I think, you know what I mean? Even if they don't become professional fighters, how many of those can turn around and be coaches for other people, inspire the next, big stars of the UFC or other combat sports? You know what I mean? Like it does a lot of good, man. These types of clubs where people can go in and train and do something positive for themselves, right? Like it's healthy to get out there, get moving, learn what you can do, but also just avoiding being out and doing shit that you're not supposed to be doing. So it's
stay out of the house. Right on this thing, tip, dude. There's a special announcement that was made, and I know we've been talking a little bit about it in the past, but it's finally been announced. UFC 306 what do they call this thing? The Sphere? Yeah. So it's going down, dude. It's going to be the Mexican Independence Day card, I would bet, but it's going to go down in the Sphere, dude. That's going to be pretty cool.
Dude, that thing looks crazy. I was in Vegas a few weeks ago, and it looks nuts, man. Like,
yeah. I was there over the summer.
In a place like Las Vegas, where like you think like, man, everybody's trying to outdo everybody. You know what I mean? Like that thing outdoes everything else out there.
Right? It's like everyone's trying to stand out there, and that's the thing that stands out the most.
Yeah, there's no way to beat that right now.
No, not right now. It's hot, bro. So I'm interested to see what that venue is going to look like and everyone that gets a ticket to go inside, because I don't know about capacity in there. I can't imagine it being that big. Probably like even
big.
less than like MGM Grand or something like that. You know?
Yeah, I don't think it's like in terms of like an arena, it's not like the biggest, but I mean the experience.
It's all about presentation on this one. Yeah. I would rather them do shows in there than at the Apex, bro. Like if we're not even gonna get a chance to buy a ticket or be in the crowd, put on a show, put on an extravaganza. Like, dude, I'm interested to see how are they gonna use that environment. Like, it's gonna be like old school Pride back in the day. Dude, can you imagine
that?
The ingenuity and the engineering that Pride did almost 30 years ago, bro? And we're barely talking about it right now.
Yeah.
To say I'm beyond stoked, dude, is a major understatement. I'm pumped for that show. I can't wait.
Dude,
I think I saw clips of like a YouTube concert in there. I don't even like YouTube, bro. I watched that video from beginning to end because it was just a full-on immersive show, like music, visual, atmosphere. Like you didn't even like. I forgot I was watching a concert. I thought I was watching like a video. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I can't wait to see what they're gonna do, man.
Yes. All right, Fonzo. Let's kick it off with what the gente want to talk about, and that's some UFC news, dude. I don't know if you saw this rumor come out earlier on in the first half of the week, but someone tweeted this, that there was an ad for a potential ticket sale for a showdown to go down in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, between Israel Adesanya and Khamzat Chimaev, bro. Take my money. Take it right now.
Yeah,
June 23rd.
I'll just tell you, man. I'll believe it when I see it.
Well, unfortunately, you probably got the right tone because Uncle Dana says this is not happening. I don't know what clown made this up. They unleashed it a little bit too early. And why Tuesday he makes this announcement anyways?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
It makes sense to me, dude, because in Saudi Arabia, that's a fight that Chimaev can actually show up to. I don't know how they got him over here at the beginning. Maybe they just didn't do like that thorough of a background check, or maybe since he came, he might have done some new things. Because I know he's boys with like somebody that supposedly is a really bad dude, and that's a big no-no if you're trying to come to the United States. I believe he's like, yeah. I'm not going to use the T word here, but there's a member who's not here at the moment.
Does it rhyme with terrorist?
Yes, it rhymes with that. Also rhymes with terrorists. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, bro. Keep it moving. So we talked last week about this. We said that Leon Edwards was presented not one, not two, but three different opponents to fight at UFC 300, all of which he agreed to. But for one reason or another, it didn't get finalized. And those three fighters are on the screen right now, Fonzo. Khamzat Chimaev, Shavkat Rakhmonov, and Islam Makhachev. So the Khamzat one so this event is in Vegas, right? UFC 300.
Right.
So there's no way in hell Khamzat was going to get approved in time. So that probably was like a Hail Mary, and it was never going to materialize, right? Shavkat, I think he's just coming off of a surgery, so he probably wasn't going to be ready. And then Islam already said he's not going to fight during Ramadan, which is like prime right in the middle of UFC 300. So really, I don't think any of those were going to happen. And I think the biggest piece of news, and I think we mentioned this last week, that not only were those the three opponents, but not one of them was Bilal Muhammad, bro. I thought that was kind of messed up.
Yeah.
They're just like, Bilal who, bro? What? Who's that over there? Leon? Bro.
But why do you think they're overlooking him like that?
Dude, Bilal is like right here, and they're just looking like everywhere but in front of him. I don't know why they're doing him like this. He must have done something, bro. We'll find out eventually. All right, what about this, man? Your boy Sugar Sean already talking about a super fight against Ilya at 145. This kind of sounds like he doesn't. Do you think he's running away from Merab? Do you think he just wants to set up a big payday? Do you think, like, I mean, does he really want to test himself? Dude, that would be a showdown of all show. Like, I think he might get murdered.
I think so too. But here's the thing: I think Sugar,
or is he just blowing smoke all our butts?
Nah, I think Sugar's trying to, dude. He's trying to do everything he can, and this has been his MO since the beginning. Damn, you fell.
I'm all right.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Pick yourself up. Just dust yourself real quick. All right. So I don't know, man. I think with Sean, he's been the type of dude that's trying to make a name for himself from the get-go, right? Like that's been him all the way from the beginning. He's trying to get to that level where Connor is. He's trying to get he's trying to be the next biggest thing.
Yes.
And that's how he's doing it, man. He's all the shit talking he does and everything he's trying to do is to get that notoriety, which is good. I mean, it's good for the sport, good for him. So do I want to see him go up against Ilya? Yeah, but I think he should definitely try to clean out his division a little bit more.
I'm glad that you said that, Fonzo, because on the screen right now, we got the top 7 in the division, starting with number 1, Merab, obviously. He just beat Henry Cejudo. Number 2, Aljamain's still on there, even though he's not in the weight class anymore. And then right below that, Corey Sandhagen, Piotr Yan, Chito Vera, Henry Cejudo, and Song Yadong. So Henry's out for now.
Right.
He's taking on Chito next. And there's still a lot of names on that list that he hasn't faced yet. So Corey Sandhagen would be an awesome. I say, you know what? All right, fight Merab next or Corey. You should fight. Well, I mean, he's going to fight Chito. Get in one more fight this year. Let Ilya get in a title defense, and then early Q1 next year, or maybe Super Bowl weekend. I remember back in the day, the UFC used to put on really big shows every Super Bowl weekend, and the last weekend of the year, they would try to get that big pay-per-view. But that would be a sick headliner. Should Sean defeat Chito Vera, and dude, that would be a main event right there. Sean O'Malley versus Corey Sandhagen.
Yeah.
Or if Song Yadong and Piotr Yan put on such a good show that they make a case for a number 2, and then in that case, bro, you're gonna have to fight Corey, Merab, and Song Yadong or Piotr Yan, because I don't think Merab should have to fight anybody else on this list.
No,
I think he gets.
Yeah,
I mean, and that's kind of sad for Corey, because I don't think he needs to fight anybody else either. Does he?
No.
Because I mean, he's probably going to end up. Is he going to win? Because he already sat out almost all of last year. And if Merab gets the next title shot, bro, that's going to be it for the rest of the year. That belt's going to be on the shelf.
Yeah.
So then he's probably going to end up having. Should he have to fight the winner of Piotr Yan Song Yadong?
Unless Merab murks Sean O'Malley.
Oh.
And then you can get a Corey
Chito murks Sean O'Malley. Then throws the whole division into chaos.
I don't think Chito would be able to do that, though. I think Merab can do that.
You never know, man. You never know. Yeah. All right, bro. That's enough of that. That's enough of that. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Check this out. I talked a little bit about this last week. This is Ray Longo on the Anik and Florian podcast. Check out this Long Island accent. Joe,
literally fought Aljo 3-round penny. Like fucking brutal. Little gloves on, swinging for the fucking fences. Like Aljo complains about my boxing class sometimes. Aljo, that's way worse what I just saw. Dude, they went at it 3 5s. So that's his second fight of the night. I'm not Kenny, that's a fact. That's not even made up. And you know,
I believe you, man.
You could check with John Wood, you could check with Aljo. Full blown fucking fight. Aljo's
Dude, what it sounded to me, because I heard the interview on the podcast this week, and what it sounded to me was like, imagine, all right, Fonzo, I need you to warm me up, bro, right before my match. And then we start warming up. We're fighting for underhooks, just nice little drills. Hey, Fonzo, let me shoot some takedowns, but I'm not gonna go all the way down. And then, hey, Fonzo, I want you to shoot some takedowns, and I'm gonna sprawl out, but we're just gonna go like low, 20% flow rolls, bro. What's gonna happen within like 10 seconds when you're rolling with your boy, bro?
Oh, you're gonna go fucking.
You're going 1,000 miles an hour, and that's what it sounded like ended up happening, but not at the right time, bro. What if he would have got cut or hurt, or I don't know? That probably wasn't even a thought in their mind. They just thrown right out the window. But that to me is insane that Merab's got the gas tank to go 6 rounds, bro.
For days, man.
3 and 3.
Days.
Yeah. And no adrenaline dump. Like how pumped was he walking out to that fight? I'm gonna have to watch that to see how he was.
Yeah. Man, he seemed fresh at the end of the
Yes, he did, bro. Yes, he did. And check out, let's see if this clip plays right here. Look at this wrestling from Merab. And this is an Olympic level wrestler. And he just kept putting him on the mat. Amazing, bro. Amazing that he was able to do this over and over and over whenever he wanted. And it wasn't just the same type of takedown every time. Like there was an ankle pick, there was a single leg, there was the blast double into the freaking power bomb for the Zuck, right? All kinds of stuff was going on, man.
Dude,
it was pure chaos, bro. Just like what Ray Longo was saying, what was probably going on backstage. Just in tight. Look at him.
Yeah, effortless.
Yeah, him and Aljo doing that in the locker room in the back. All right, bro. So on the screen right now, we're sharing the paydays for UFC 298. So on the left-hand side, you see all the fighters' names, and then you see their purse, followed by their bonus. So it's just the same thing twice over. And then the far right column is their net pay. So that's what they take home after taxes, right?
Yeah. Yep.
All right. So on the screen, let's see who's the highest. Marcos Rogelio de Lima at 99K. And the lowest would be, there's a handful of these, 9,790. That's Oban Elliott, Danny Barlow, Zhang Ming Yang, Brenson Ribeiro. And let's go to the next page. A little bit more paydays. Check it out. Ilya, 349K. Alex, 749K. Ian Gary, 54K. Dude, you know what surprised me? I thought Henry Cejudo would have made a little more than that. 149,790. I would have thought at least 200. I mean, if Alex is, look at Volk is getting almost 800.
Yeah.
Henry, former
he's also the champ, man, and he's been
that's true. True that.
I mean?
Yeah. So I just wanted to share these paydays with y'all, see what you thought. Anything surprise you, bro?
Maybe Merab. I guess that's 4. Yeah. Ian Gary's surprising, actually. 55.
Dude, you know what surprises me is that Mackenzie Dern gets paid more than Henry Cejudo. How about that?
Dude,
Mackenzie Dern, 199,700. Let's just call it 200K. She's $110 short of 100, or $210 short of 200K. Henry Cejudo's 210 short of 150K. So she made more 50K more than him, dude. And he's a former champ.
That's true.
Cold game.
You know what? I think it was the cameraman that was responsible for those payouts, I think.
Oh, that increased pay-per-view sales like an MFer, I'm sure.
Yeah,
bro, how about this? Michael Chandler was on Monday Night Raw, and he's like, dude, I don't know if he's got like a concussion, but he's at Monday Night Raw looking for Conor.
And I still got one dude on my mind. And I still got one dude on my mind.
This is
Conor McGregor. Get your candy ass back to the octagon.
Bro, why? Nah. I'm so not for this anymore, dude.
That's what happens, man, with Endeavor freaking merger.
Yeah, but I wonder how many people in that arena were even like, yeah.
You heard them.
It didn't sound like they were that pumped, though.
And
watch.
Get your candy ass back to the octagon.
I don't know. Maybe they were more pumped because he said candy ass than anything else. And they're like, hey, that's familiar. Conor McGregor, not so familiar. You know what else is familiar, though, bro? UFC 300. So they announced the main event, Jamal Hill taking on Alex Pereira for the light heavyweight championship. Dana was pumping this up like, bro, I got the new crypto and it's gonna drop at $1 billion. Trust me, get it right now. You want to get in on this? It's gonna be stupid hot. And then he unleashed it, and he's like, "What? What'd you think? You thought you were gonna get more? You're fucking stupid, right?"
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of left everybody hanging. So it may not be the fight that everybody thought it was gonna be, but I'm still for it, dude. I'm not like, honestly, with what was left on the table for him to choose from, this is probably option 1, 2, or 2. Probably. There was very little. I mean, there was not going to be no John Jones. The only other fight that I think he might have been able to make besides this one that would have brought a ton of eyes and maybe would have satisfied the appetite of MMA fans would have been Alex and Tom Aspinall. But that would have only been because it's a freak show. Now we actually got a fight that's going to answer some questions. It's going to keep the division moving. And we're either going to see a returning champ. Actually, in both instances, we're going to see the championship be retained because, I mean, Jamal never really technically lost the strap. So if he beats Alex, then he just gets his belt back. If Alex wins, then he defends his belt. Same thing with, I guess, with Jamal. Kind of, no?
Yeah.
All right. So
but
I know
really solidifies who the real champion is. You know what I mean?
Definitely,
like that's
definitely. We're definitely going to have a number one, a champion in this case, with no doubt left about it. So I know a lot of people. I know Fonzo wasn't too hype about this. I don't know how many of you out there listening or watching may not be too hype about it. But
I'm not mad at the fight. Like I want to see it, but you know what I mean. Like in terms of hype, it's not one of the ones out there that you. Can
maybe they just haven't started hyping it up yet. So that's what I'm gonna do right now, bro. I'm gonna hype up this fight,
hype it up for
you
us
and everybody out there. And I hope that this is the path that the UFC takes with this, because we don't get this type of opportunity a lot, bro.
So hold on, before you do anything, Uncle Dana, pay my boy, because he's hyping this shit up for you,
bro. Check it out. All right, check it out. So on the screen, I got some little headlines here. Jamal Hill, guess what? He's pissed off. I don't know how much you know about Jamal Hill on social media, on YouTube, Fonzo, but the dude loves to complain. He should do like Peter Griffin. You know what grinds my gears? Because he's always pissed. Like, he's always on X. He's always on Instagram. He's always in Reddit. He's reading everything that you say, bro. And whether it's positive or not, guess what he's going to do? He's going to shit on you anyways. I don't know if it's true or not, but someone on Reddit said that someone was like, "Hey, champ, no one's talking bad about you. We just want to see you come back and do your best." And he was like, "Fuck you. If I see you in the street, it's fucking on." Maybe if you had a baby mama that looked like that, you'd be pissed off all the time too, Fonzo.
Let's start a thread. Piss off Jamal Hill. Share your comments. Share your thoughts. Do it.
What would piss off Jamal Hill more?
Compliments.
All right, bro. So let me keep it going. So I'm already creating
smooth the skin is.
I'm already creating a heel here. I'm going that angle. All right. He loves to talk shit on fans, on anybody. He's just a bad dude. Got a bad attitude, right? So going back in time to January 21st, 2023, Glover Teixeira is the reigning light heavyweight champion. He's about to defend his strap against Jamal Hill after he went a grueling 5 rounds with Yuri Prochaska, I believe, right?
Yeah. Yep.
All right. So now Jamal Hill steps up. He fights Glover, and they go to war for 5 rounds, and Jamal Hill wins the belt. Guess who else was there that night in that corner, my man? Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira was one of the cornermen, and throughout the entire fight, if you go back and watch this fight, dude, Alex is just staring down Jamal the entire time like he's a pork chop. Like he wants a piece, bro. And then shortly after that, Yuri was supposed to rematch Jamal, but he was injured. That was when he blew his shoulder out or something. So then Alex started chirping like, "Yo, I hear Yuri's not available. How about you knock me out, bro?" And that was when he was still fighting at middleweight.
Oh, right.
He's been setting the table for this showdown for almost 2 years, dude.
Damn.
Not really 2 years, a little over a year.
Yeah.
So What is not to like about a revenge story? The little brother trying to avenge the loss of his big bro? Are you kidding me? Dude, this would be another chapter in the book of the story of Alex Pereira. Like, badass
Dude, like John
boxer
Wick.
ends up becoming alcoholic, mechanic, sees the guy talking shit about him. Fuck that, I'm coming back. Goes into MMA, gets the W back, gets not one belt, but 2 belts. And now he's got his eyes set on another story, on another chapter for his book. Bro, give me a break. This is badass, dude. You couldn't write a better story.
Ooh, we gotta make a comic book about it.
Don't tell nobody.
Right.
But it could. We gotta wait to see how it ends, and then we can make a cool anime about it. Cool manga. I got one more thing, bro. Check this out. So
Jamal Hill against Matty Mouse.
Yes. All right. So this is Jamal Hill on Mighty Mouse's podcast, and this is just the intro. I'm just gonna play a little bit, but this is Jamal Hill talking about Alex Pereira.
Look at Alex. What type of openings are you seeing?
I don't think he's as fast as I am. I don't think he's used to the type of fight that I bring.
Oh, you're gonna knock him out.
Yeah, bro. I gotta shut him down at what he does the best and put him to sleep. He's gotta go to sleep. Bro, I'm gonna be dead on.
Dude, so was that a Mighty Mouse laugh? Like, you're fucking crazy, or is that like a nervous kind of like, what do you think?
Nah, I think that was you're fucking crazy.
Maybe. That's kind of, I think so.
Look, this is the question that I just had in my mind right now as he was talking about this. What weapons does Jamal Hill have that will stack up against Pereira?
True that. You know, I'm not I've watched shitload of video, but I gotta be honest, I think I've only seen each of this guy's fights like once. I'm gonna have to go back and watch a video.
Yeah, same here. But I'm
not impressed with his resume, dude. Like, he's got some notable wins, but everyone that he's gone through, they've already been beat up and chopped up by other people. So he wasn't getting the best versions of Thiago Santos, of Glover Teixeira. You know what I'm saying? And if those are his biggest wins, then yeah, they're your biggest wins, but it's not like you were beating the top dogs at the time. You know what I mean? I would have loved to see him fight Yuri Prochazka, and that would have answered a shitload of questions, but I don't know. I'm interested to see how this fight is going to play out.
You beat Johnny Walker. That's
pretty noticeable. Yeah. And that was when Johnny Walker was on the come up again, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say that was when he was on a good trajectory. So
yeah,
that's probably his like most notable win, I think.
So is that enough really for him? I mean, and Alex doesn't have what? Alex only has 2 wins at light heavyweight right now at the moment. Jan and or is it only Jan?
Fuck, I don't know, man. But you know what I mean? The record, that's MMA math, man. I said the same thing about what's his face this last fight about Ilya. You know what I mean? Ilya's notable wins versus Volkanovski's notable wins, and we knew how that turned out.
It's true, man. That's very true. So we're just talking shit right now. We really don't know anything.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, man. I think I got to go watch tape more and see what skill set each. But I just like out of all the times I've seen Jamal Hill fight, nothing right now at this very moment pops out, that says, yeah, he can probably take or knock out Alex Pereira. But
yeah, he's got 2 fights. He's got 2 fights at light heavyweight. So he's got the Yuri fight, remember? Totally blanked. And then he's got the Jan Blachowicz fight. So
yeah.
So is his resume at light heavyweight even more impressive or just as impressive as Jamal's? I might even say yeah, dude.
I think at this point they're probably just as impressive.
So if his 2 most impressive, we're talking about Jamal Hill here. If his 2 most impressive wins are Glover Teixeira and Johnny Walker, and then Alex only has 2 wins at light heavyweight, which is Jan Blachowicz and Yuri Prochazka, dude, I would say that's probably a better resume right there.
Yeah.
All right, dude. Switch gears here. Friday night. I know it's not one championship, but I still wanted to do this, bro. Friday night, Karate Combat 44 from Mexico City. It had some bangers, bro. And you know what? I watched this with the in-laws, and they were hype, bro. My mother-in-law wanted blood, dude. She was like chingalo, chingalo, chingalo. No, just kidding. She wasn't like that, but she wanted to see some beatdowns, bro. So let me show you some of my mother-in-law's favorite fights from Friday night. Check this out,
I'm
bro.
gonna get her that Just Bleed shirt, dude. I'm just gonna get her.
She needs one, dog. She needs one. Check this out. I don't know if he's probably like he fights in the cage. Check it out. Oh, right hand. Ooh. And then he followed it up with some more shots. Look at that. And the thing about it was it's up against the ramp. That doesn't count as the floor. So you're just bombing away, bro, until you get to the floor or he gets KO'd.
Oh shit! So that doesn't count as a downed opponent.
No, that does not count. Wall? Yes, they just keep going, bro.
Man, and that's such an awkward position too. You know what I mean? Because like if it's a cage or up route,
you can use it to get back up.
Right, but with this is on an incline, man, that's
screwed, bro.
That's hard, dude.
Yeah, it is. You definitely got to take that into account. So check this out. This one lasted a whole 22 seconds.
Champ is here. Don't say it.
Mother-in-law love this high kick. Boom. Oh. Did you hear it? Sounded like somebody hit him with a bag of a sock full of batteries, bro.
That was a hell of a kick, man.
Yeah, it was. That was a nasty sound, bro. That was a nasty sound.
And the crazy thing, it was I mean, it was a traditional karate kick. It was chambered and then plop. You know what I mean? Yep. It wasn't like a
crow cop, cannonball kick coming to take your head off. Yeah.
That was slick.
Yes. Speaking of slick, bro, you set the table perfect for this. Craig Jones had a grappling match against Phil Rowe of the UFC. Check out Craig Jones use the incline here on the map. I don't know how you.
Why are they wearing basketball?
Oh, bro, that's part of his uniform. The B Team Bulls, bro.
Oh, for real?
We'll have to go into the history of that later on. Look at this. Jumps. Uses that incline and uses it to jump up into a flying triangle because he probably couldn't jump that high.
Damn.
But it didn't take him very long, dude. That was like within 30 seconds. 30 seconds into the match, they're up on the side. He jumps up on that. Look at this. He presses Phil Rowe. He knows he's got Phil Rowe sitting on that incline. He goes for that overhook, and then he just jumps. He's like, oh, I got this, bro.
Dude, that incline is a problem.
It is. And then you know what, dude? Like, think about this. If you're in a cage or on a regular mat that's flat, if you jump for that type of a choke and you don't connect your legs right, you're gonna fall flat on the mat. You could hit your head, but that's probably the least of your worries. What you're most worried about is your opponent getting on top of you. And in this case, he wasn't worried about coming down because they were on that little incline. So he didn't have very far to go up, which increased the percentage of landing that submission. So kudos, as people like to say out there, Craig Jones getting another notch in that belt, bro. And it was cool because both of these guys came out with mariachis, bro.
Nice.
They were both dressed up in mariachi gear. They came out with mariachi. So yeah, they were in it. And before we switch gears again, I want to let everybody know that I believe this is next Sunday, March 3rd, UFC Fight Pass Invitational 6 being headlined by the same Craig Jones taking on Rafael Lovato Jr., bro. That's going to be a good match. I know Lovato is an old schooler, viejito, but hey, it's Nogi, bro, and he ain't no joke. So I hope Craig Jones has been juicing up. He is in Mexico City. We're also going to get to see Nicky Rod taking on Roberto Jimenez, and we got a handful of other matches, so that should be fun to watch, Fonzo. Very, very fun to watch. Dude, PFL versus Bellator champs. This was, I mean, did you pay any attention to this, to the lead up of this?
I just remember that this was, we talked about it when it was announced that PFL was purchasing Bellator.
Yes.
And we talked about this is a possibility. So the fact that this is happening now, dope. All for it.
So when they first set it up, it was supposed to be like PFL champ versus Bellator champ, PFL champ, all of them. But as we got closer and closer, I don't know if it was injuries or what, but I think they only really had one champ versus champ fight, and that was the main event. So it kind of wasn't as good as it originally was being sold as. So we don't have a lot of clips, but I do want to go over some of the results here. So I don't know if you're familiar with Johnny Eblen, Fonzo, and everybody out there, but Johnny Eblen is the Bellator middleweight champ, and he's also a close training partner of Sean Strickland. And after Sean Strickland lost to DDP, Sean Eblen was like, yo, bro, I can't wait to get to UFC and beat the shit out of DDP.
Shit.
And everybody's super hype on Johnny Eblen, bro. Like, Kenny Florian is an analyst or a commentator for PFL, so he watches a whole lot more PFL than a lot of other people. But a lot of people online and in the biz are really high on Johnny Eblen. So Johnny Eblen ended up fighting Impa Casagrande. I don't know if you remember that guy. That was the guy who just won the light heavyweight tournament for PFL, and he's the guy who caught that corkscrew kick and got knocked the F out in the UFC.
Right, in the UFC. Right.
That's the same guy. So Johnny Eblen fought that guy to a split decision win, bro. Dude, that's not going to cut it against DDP, bro. Mega disappointed. Also, Jason Jackson, I know we did have a highlight of him a while back when he fought, I can't remember, he fought some Russian killer and he ended up beating him. But Jason Jackson beat the dog shit out of some nobody from PFL. That was pretty boring. Aaron Pico beat the dog crap out of a fighter named Diego Corrales, who's an older fighter now, but it's important because when Aaron Pico, who's a super youngster still, but when he was only like 20, 21, it was like, I think it was his first fight on the main card for Bellator, and he ended up getting TKO'd in the first round by the same fighter. So this may not have been a big fight in terms of what Aaron wants to do, but I know he wanted to get that L back, and he got it back in a major, major way, dude. So that was pretty cool. And then the main event, dude, was Ryan Bader taking on the PFL heavyweight. Dude, have you ever seen the PFL heavyweight? His name's Renan Pereira. Bro, check this video out. This was the weigh-ins.
Finish after finish.
Look at how big that dude is.
And Ryan Bader's not a small dude.
And he's not fat, bro. He's like all muscle.
How much did he weigh in at?
It was heavyweight, dude. I don't know what he weighed in at, so it was under 265. So this was Ryan Bader versus a giant.
Like 264.99 is what he weighed in.
He may have been, dude. So check this out. Here we are. Renan Pereira, Ryan Bader. I believe this is round one, Fonzo. Yep, round one. Look, dude, not even 10 seconds in. Bader in the center of the cage. Renan easily backing
Bader
up.
Bader looks like an old man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Man. Yeah.
Look at that. Oof.
All bad.
He just goes Donkey Kong on him, bro. Donkey Kong. But Bader landed first, dude. Bader hits him with what? A straight left?
Dude, yep. it's like freaking throwing a spit wad.
Yeah.
That's all it is. You know what I mean? Like has no effect.
Yeah. Didn't even do nothing, bro.
It's like when you're playing an RPG and it just says, no damage taken.
No damage, bro. Get over it. Yeah. So Renan Pereira ends up getting the W, and he's supposed to face Francis next, bro. And I believe the plan was for Francis to come into the cage and do a face-off, but he left.
Oh, I wonder why.
Disrespect, bro. Francis is like, I got shit to do, man. All right, dog. UFC Fight Night, Brandon Moreno versus Brandon Royval 2 last night. Let's go over the bangers, bro. Let's go over it. Some pretty good fights, bro, including this one right here. Our boy Edgar Puro Chicali Chairez taking on Daniel Lacerda. Dude, how long have we been waiting for this fight to
feels like it's been forever, man. Forever.
Dude, I can't even imagine what he was going through because this is his third time in camp for the same opponent.
Yeah, just like I hope this happens this time. You know what I mean? Like that's
definitely. So this is round one. One thing that I think he might want to work on, dude, is his takedown defense. But, dude, if your ground game is this good, throw that out the window, bro. You don't need takedown defense when you got subs like this, dude.
Dude, that was beautiful.
Yeah, it was. And I think this was kind of what was. Did this happen in his first fight, or there was this? No, he didn't even get this far. But I remember against Tatsuro Taira, this is what was happening. He just kept getting taken down, and his jiu-jitsu defense was enough to keep Taira from conducting any type of offense. And I thought that's what was going to happen here, dude. I was hoping he wouldn't slow down and just grab and wait for the ref to stand him up, but he did not wait, bro. He's got those long legs, and check this out. He's about to throw up a triangle. There it is. Look at him throwing the legs up. He's got a control of the head. He's got the arm trap. Looked like he was going for an omoplata for a little while, and then look, there it is.
There it is, yeah.
Locked it up, and it was just a matter of time, bro. He's already tapping.
Yeah, that shit was tight.
Yes.
Super tight.
So Puro Chica gets it done in the motherland, getting that W done, bro. That's what's up. All right, who do we got next, Fonzo? Yeah, bro. Check this out. I don't know if this guy, Luis Rodriguez, was a last-second replacement. I want to say that's what I heard. Did you hear anything about this?
No, I didn't.
All right. So this ended up going 2 rounds. Luis Rodriguez, he's a youngster, bro. You could totally tell big age difference between the two. Taking on Dennis Bondar. And, bro, Bondar looked like old school, early 2000s type. What were those type of fighters that they brawl and sprawl? Remember that? People would like, oh, what's your game? Oh, I'm a brawl and sprawl. So they're basically just wrestlers that like to throw right hands. And that's what this dude was doing. He was spamming double leg takedowns. And when he wasn't, he would shoot in like he was going to shoot for a takedown and throw a freaking crazy big overhand right. And he was just big brothering Luis Rodriguez for that first round, bro. But you know where they're fighting, Fonzo.
Yeah.
Mexico City. And you know that altitude ain't no joke, bro. So eventually, second round comes around, and look at how much time is left on the clock, Fonzo. What is that?
Yeah, 22 seconds.
22 seconds. Rodriguez gets a takedown, and it looks like he's about to be content with just securing the position and riding the round out, when all of a sudden, like, se prende las luces, bro. Like, se pone las pilas, and he's like, bro, I got 22 seconds. Look at this. Starts throwing that left hand, opens up Bondar, gets 1 hook in, gets 2 hooks in, 14 seconds, 13 seconds, secures the rear naked, stretches out his opponent, starts to squeeze, and then with 5, 4, 3 seconds left, his opponent taps. Dude, that's balls, bro. That is digging in deep, not giving an F about what's on the clock, and just trying to finish your opponent, man. The look on his face when he was done was like, he was super stoked, bro. And the crowd went bananas.
Yeah,
I think it might have started that fight in the crowd. I don't know. Everybody wanted to fight after this.
Dude, that was their audition to get in the next Ultimate Fighter.
It was an audition. Yeah. UFC Mexico City Chingassos edition, bro. All right, bro. Let's keep it going with the homies here. Our boy, formerly dethroned training partner Jesus Aguilar, taking on Matthias Mendonca. And I believe Jesus was the underdog on this, dude. He was the underdog. It was a 3-round fight. He ends up getting a split decision win. This was a pretty good fight, dude. He did get taken down, but every time he got taken down, he found a way to get back up, create a scramble, ended up on top, created the excitement, started throwing kicks, started throwing punches. Dude, this guy's going to be fun to watch in the future, man. I cannot wait to see. He's got a gas tank, and he does not quit, dude. Once he learns how to stop people from taking him down, he's going to be mega dangerous because he's got dynamite in them hands.
That's one thing I was going to say, man. For them, like, having this event in Mexico City, most of the fighters that I saw I saw on the card didn't have a huge problem with the gas tank.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, that was pretty good because that we've complained about it before when they fight like in Salt Lake City and shit like that, where like it's kind of boring because of that shit. But it just seems like everybody else is kind of on top of it this time.
Yeah, and you know what? Now that you brought that up, well, I was gonna bring this up later, but I was wondering if the altitude had anything to do with the performance of the fighters in the last 2 fights. We'll get to that in a little bit, but just think about that. Bro, we were supposed to see Raul Rosas, but like, I don't know if it was just before the main card was about to start. They announced that Raul Rosas was not going to be able to fight because he apparently got sick. So let me tell you, Raul, when you go to Mexico City, do not eat the tacos de canasta, bro. Stay away.
Well, you can. You just can't expect that you're going to be okay afterward. Yeah,
exactly. Stick to the cheese, bro. Stick to the cheese.
Eat it afterwards.
Exactly.
Eat them afterwards. They're delicious, but celebrate.
Raul, you can meet up with her after the fight, bro. You can meet up with the tacos canasta dude later. All right, bro. This is a new up-and-coming fighter. I've heard a little bit about this guy over the last week, but it was the first time I'd heard of him. His name was Manuel Torres, and he fought Chris Duncan. So people were high up on this dude saying, watch out. He's a banger. I think he was coming in like off of back-to-back finishes. So check this out. This is round 1 up against the cage. Torres has Duncan pressed up against the cage. And he's got like a weird, almost back headlock, but he's got no hooks in. So he's trying to get a weird rear naked. Yeah. He almost has like a weird Kimura grip, but you're right. It was a seatbelt grip. He gets him taken down. And then check this out, dude. He gets the rear naked over the chin at first, and then he just starts to squeeze it so hard that it ended up sliding under the neck. And then dude tapped immediately. You can see that as soon as he got that locked in, look at his face.
Yeah, he's panicking.
He was in panic mode as soon as that got locked in. Look, there it is. Boop. Right there. It's already in.
Yeah.
As soon as he got his hands locked in and he starts arching his back, you could see it. He was done. So Manuel Torres gets it done. And I believe that was the 4th fight of my parlay that I had hit in a row, bro.
There you go. Dude, yeah. What if this was that dude's first rear naked choke? He's never been rear naked choke before. Didn't know what to do.
Yeah, maybe. He's like, what is happening? All right, bro.
Like on his face.
Speaking of not knowing what's happening on the ground, we had Yair Rodriguez versus Brian Ortega 2, and we were scheduled for 5 rounds. We did not need 5 rounds, bro. Brian Ortega heard Tracy Cortez was going to be sitting cage side, and he's like, hey, hold my prime, dog. I'll be right back.
I was surprised with this fight, man.
Dude, I knew that we were in for a world of hurt right here, bro. Let me share with everybody out there. I got on the screen right now, Yair Rodriguez being introduced by Bruce Buffer, and watch and see, my man.
Champion at the number 3 ranked UFC featherweight contender in the world, Yair!
Beginning of the end, motherfucker.
Never, ever. This is for all you fighters out there that might be watching. Don't ever fist bump Bruce Buffer before your fight. Man. You want to lose? Do it. But you've been warned. The Bruce Buffer curse is real. There it is on the screen. Stay away. Do not make eye contact with that man. Do not acknowledge his presence. Turn your back. Get a drink of water. Go back to the locker room. Do whatever you want, but do not do that again, bro. Want to see what happens when you fist bump Bruce Buffer, Fonzo? Of course you do. Yeah. Check it out. This is Brian Ortega. Dude, so this is round 3. How did you score the first round?
First round, I give it to Yair.
Me too. So he was able to land enough strikes dude, he swelled up Brian's eyes right away.
Yeah, no, I was surprised, man. After round 1, I thought it was going to be an easy day. I thought it was going to be an easy day.
I thought it was too, because he was putting a beat down on Brian. He was whooping his ass so much that my wife was watching the fight, the first round, and at the end of the first round, she was like, I can't watch this. This is disgusting. Because he was that beat up, bro.
Yeah.
But then Brian, like, was he able to get a takedown in round 1? I think he did for a little bit. And then Yair was able to pop back up. But in round 2, Brian was able to close the distance, and Yair was not able to get anything off. So I definitely gave round 2 to Brian. So it was 1 round apiece going into round 3, and then going into round 3, you could see in the eyes of Yair like something was different. Like he was like, I don't know how to get this guy off. And I didn't say this last week, but I went back and watched their first fight, and Yair had a problem getting Brian off of him, bro. He could not get him away to create the space to get his strikes off. He was lucky that Brian ended up getting hurt, because Brian used the same game plan in that fight last night, but except the only difference was this time he didn't pop his shoulder out, and you saw what was going to happen. You saw what happened. You saw a fish out of water. Dude, Yair, how long have you been training? I mean, I know Brian's jiu-jitsu is like top of the food chain, as Joe Rogan would like to say. But this is fighting, bro. Like, you could throw strikes from the bottom. You could use your legs.
Here's what I noticed about Yair, dude.
What's that?
Yeah. Here's what I noticed about Yair. Whenever he was put to the ground like that, like, look how flat his back is. He made no effort in like to either go off to the side or
curl up, turn into a ball, get a hook in, get a guard going. Like, it's almost like he had no idea what to do down there. Like, look, he's not even trying to close a guard, right?
Yeah.
So
no, he got the mount. Ortega got the mount real easy.
Yeah, look at here. He is full mount, starting to work for the arm triangle from the top, right? Flattens out Yair, and Yair's got no defense going. Look, where are his arms at, dude? Like right there, his arms should be like somewhere here, like T-Rex in, not extending anything, covering your chest. Don't let him get an arm. And what does he do? He extends with both arms, and that creates the space for Brian to get underneath. Look at this.
Yeah, he's
and then
not
Brian
digging
just
his
pops
elbow.
on over, and he already knows it's just a matter of time. I just got to squeeze this. It's done. So there.
What happened there? Was he reprimanded for not letting go early enough?
I think he didn't let go in time. That's why Goddard got a little mad at him. But I didn't think he held. It wasn't like a Paul Harris type.
No.
Holding on to the choke, you know. So, but I think Yair went out, bro. Did he go out?
No.
Yeah. No.
I don't think so. Did he?
The camera wasn't on him long enough, but yeah, dude. So there he is. He's awake, so probably not. So what do you think, dude? So Yair was ranked number 3. Brian's number 4. They'll probably just switch places now. So Volk just lost to Ilya. So he's probably, I mean, he is due a rematch, but we probably won't see that anytime soon. Max is busy at 155 with Gagey in a couple months. So that's going to put him on the shelf for a while. So does that mean Brian gets a title shot, or does Brian have to fight Malzvar and then the winner gets a title shot?
No, I think that sets him up for a title shot. I think that'd be more entertaining than anything else.
I wonder, man. I wonder if Brian,
because then if Brian and Malzvar fight, then that puts the title on the shelf for a lot longer.
True. I wonder, like, how soon does Ilya want to? Because honestly, I mean, Brian did take a lot of damage in that first round, but how soon do you think he can get back into the octagon? Like, what are we? We're in February. He could probably be in there like early fall.
Yeah.
Early fall, late summer, maybe, if you really want to push it. When's Ilya going to get back in the cage?
I would say about the same.
Probably the same. You know what I mean? Yeah. So maybe, like, who would he fight? Like, it's going to be a rematch against Volk?
Who, Ilya? No, I think I would go with Brian. I would go Brian.
I think he would do Brian right away, and then maybe on the undercard, Malzvar versus.
Check it out. September 16th. That could be your headliner.
Oh yeah, right about that, dude. So we'll see. That would be a fun fight, man. So he didn't call anybody out in his post-fight speech. Said he talked to Dana and Sean Shelby afterwards and see what's up. But you know he's gonna be a gamer, dude. I just hope that he gets in the octagon way faster than he did this last time, because we had to wait forever. And I know there was injuries and whatnot, but I just want to see this guy keep fighting, bro.
Yeah.
All right, big dog. Let's get into the main event here. You ready?
Let's go.
Let's do it. Main event. Brandon Moreno taking on Brandon Royval. for the second time, dude. So this ended up going all 5 rounds. But watching the fight, dude, it kind of felt like there were 2 different fights. There was a fight that happened between rounds 1 and 2. And then when round 3 started, there was a different fight. Did you, I don't know, did you get a sense of that, or what did you think?
I mean, yeah, I mean, the longer the fight went, man, it just kept going in favor of Royval. You know what I mean? Like at first I was thinking like Moreno was taking the lead.
He was.
I think I was
landing bigger shots. He was landing more. He was dictating the pace of the fight. He looked super confident. Nice footwork, setting up Royval. He would wait for Royval to throw something, and he would cover up and block it. And then, boom, he would come with a crazy left hook or an overhand right, and it was landing every time, dude. I mean, I was texting with you. I was texting with my cousin Danny. Shout out. What's up to the cousins in Tijuana? Primos. But, dude, Royval had a fat old chichon. Was it on his right side?
Yeah.
Like somebody hit him with a hammer.
Yeah, right hand side. Yeah.
Yeah. But Brandon never went back to that, or he wasn't able to go back to that. He wasn't able to capitalize on that.
Well, I think what ended up
more damage.
What ended up happening, dude, is because I think Moreno ended up getting like
tired?
predictable as the fight went on. Now, I don't think he was tired.
Yeah.
Because he was throwing the same combinations. It was left, right, and then leg kick. Left, right, leg kick.
Did you hear Royval's coach? I think it was like going into the 3rd round. He started saying, he's like, dude, he's just waiting for you to throw, and he's throwing that left. And as soon as he said that, it stopped landing. Yeah. And then as soon as he stopped landing that, Royval got more confident, and he started letting his combos go. And as he was letting his combos go, Brandon had to stop his offense, cover up even more. And instead of blocking all those shots, a lot of them were getting through. And then the amount of shots that were being landed by the fighters started to change to the point where Royval started taking over the fight. Brandon wasn't landing as much, and Royval was, and it just kept accumulating and accumulating and accumulating. I thought Moreno won rounds 1 and 2, and then Royval took over round 3, round 4, and round 5. What did you
agree?
Yeah?
Same way I scored. The only thing, look, if I go back to the last round, I think it might have been the 5th round, maybe even the 4th round. Something that Moreno started doing was going to the body a lot more. And I think if he had started doing that from round 3,
might have been able to slow down Royval.
Exactly. But it was too late. It was too late by the time.
Do you think that Moreno got tired in round 3 because his output slowed down? Not only was he not landing as often, but he wasn't throwing as much.
Not only that, but if you notice, man, I think it was I don't know if it started round 3, probably started round 3, but definitely round 4 and 5. His footwork wasn't the same as round 1 and 2.
Dude, and I don't know if
moving side to side.
I don't know if it's a cardio thing, but that's what he did against Pantoja. Like, he's got the gas in the tank, but he just doesn't step on the gas. Like he's too comfortable with the way the fight is going instead of taking advantage and putting the pressure on your opponent. I think this is gonna hurt him big time, dude.
His corner at the start of, in between round 4 and 5 did say that. He goes, look, you're losing this fight. You got to step on the gas. You want to be champion again, go out there and get it. Like, but he just came out and
flat-footed, bro. Yeah. So Fonzo, on the screen right now, I got the judges' scorecards. And once again, dude, we got a judge. I was like, what the heck is that guy looking at? So we got Mike Bell, Cousin Ant's favorite judge, loves to give out them 10-8s, Junichiro Kamijo, and Chris Lee. Bro, Junichiro Kamijo gave round 1 to Brandon Moreno, 10-9. Okay, I'm cool with that. You cool with that? All right, round 2, he gave it also to Moreno, 10-9. You cool with that? Definitely cool with that. He gave round 3 to Moreno, 10-9.
That's questionable.
I'm not cool with that. I'm not cool with that. Neither were any of the other. Actually, Chris Lee gave round 3 to Moreno. And check that out. He gave round 1 and 2 to Royval.
That's weird.
That's fucking crazy, bro. They must have got the text from the cartel. Bro, you gotta lose round 1.
Well, they probably
and then Junichiro got the text from a different cartel. Yeah. So let's go to round 4. Check it out. Round 4, Junichiro gave it to Royval. I'm down with that. 10-9. Chris Lee gave round 4 to Moreno, 10-9. And so did Mike Bell, 10-9. Dude, surprisingly, I don't agree with Mike Bell's card because he gave round 2 to Royval, and then he gave round 5 to Moreno. Crazy mother freaker. And then Junchito also gave round
Well,
5.
they all gave round
They
5.
all did. Yeah.
To Moreno.
That's crazy. I mean, I don't know. I have to go back and look at it, but I was pretty sure Royval won round 5. And I thought he won rounds 3, 4, and 5 decidingly, like not even close. Round 2, I don't know if it was round 1 or 2, was really close. So actually, you could even say either fighter could have won one of those rounds.
I thought the one that was closest was round 3, because that's when the tide started turning.
Yeah,
it was still
maybe it was
Moreno's
round 3 because I even remember like Moreno's corner at one point was like, "Yo, I don't know who won that round. It was really close."
Yeah, same.
I think he even said that in round 2 and round 3.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely 4 and 5 with Royval.
Well, so then after the fight, after Royval got the split decision victory, he got on the mic and he called out Pantoja, bro. I got the top 5 in the flyweight division on the screen. Moreno was number 1. That's probably going to be Royval now. And then right underneath him, Amir Albazi, KKF, and then Matthias Nicolau. It's kind of slim pickings, dude. And it's going to be like the Brandon Moreno factor, bro. We're going to get another rematch here because Royval doesn't really need to fight Amir. Let Amir fight KKF, and then the winner of that can get the winner of Royval and Pantoja. I would think. What do you think?
So this would be the 3rd time fighting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pantoja and Royval?
Yeah. It's almost very similar. That's what I'm saying, dude. It's the Brandon Moreno factor. It's all over. It's the same thing again.
They just keep fighting.
We're gonna get a rematch. Yeah, we got no choice this time around.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But has Pantoja fought what's his name? Go back.
Amir? No, he hasn't fought Amir. I don't think he's fought KKF, and he has not fought Nicolau. My only thing is, I don't think either one of those 3 guys deserves to fight Pantoja.
I mean, if Amir's number 2,
and I know Royval is only 1 fight removed from beating Pantoja. I don't think that was a close fight. That was easily Pantoja, but he was getting tired in rounds 4 and 5. I will say that, Pantoja. So maybe we'll see something different. Maybe the moment got to Royval, and maybe this is what he needed to grow from that. And now he's got the confidence to go in there. Because I don't know if you saw Brandon Royval's walkout. He was crying, bro.
I didn't see it.
He was very emotional on his way out to the cage for some reason. He was like, and it worried me. You know what I mean? Like, like when you're in high school and there's that kid that gets picked on and he just takes it. And then one day he starts fighting back, but he's fucking crying. He beats the dog shit out of the bully. It was like, I had vibes like that, bro. I was like, oh, dude, I don't know, man. This dude's crying before a fight. He might come out like a hurricane. And it took a little while, but it did. It did.
Yeah.
All right, Fonzo. Well, that's the last story for the week, my man. Anything you want to add to that?
No, man. Can't wait for the next pay-per-view, man. That's going to be great. And we got a fight night in between to keep us.
Yeah, I think we got a fight night next. Do we got a fight night next week? I think we got a fight night. So in between now and our next show, we got a UFC fight night, I believe. And for sure, we got an IBJJF Grand Prix on Thursday. Me and the Primos might be getting together and do a fight companion for that. So I'll be cutting out the buffering so it's not like a flip book this time around, I promise. And then I think Sunday we're going to have the UFC Fight Pass Invitational. So that'll probably be on after we're done recording. So that'll have to be on the next show. But maybe we could do fight companion for that too if we got time. That's a wrap, Fonzo.
All right.
All right, my brothers. Yeah. Peace. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to follow us on all the socials, TikTok, Insta, X, Threads, and, of course, YouTube, all under the same name, at Chingassos Crew. Also, look for us on all major streaming platforms under Chingassos Combat Crew. Until next week, have a fantastic week, crew. Chingassos Combat Crew out. Peace.
Demolition, and there's that right hand. They're duking it out. Mount Royval right hand. Takayama.
Green trunks for the southpaw, the notorious Conor McGregor. Black trunks for the champion, Jose Aldo Jr. Conor relaxed, smiling. Oh!
Nate Diaz, he just shook up the world. How's that feel? Hey, I'm not surprised.